Today's video is going to be interactive, so grab a notebook, grab a pen, get comfy, and I hope you'll join me. In my ongoing quest to be a better me, I want to evaluate my goals, reflect on my progress, and be more intentional. One of the ways that I hope will help me achieve this is by doing these monthly check-in/plan with me videos towards the end of the month, where we'll reflect on what we achieved in the previous month and then plan for the following month. And I really want to do this here on my YouTube channel through video because one, I think it'll be really good for me to look back on, and two, I think this is a really beneficial practice that I hope to encourage others to do. So I know it's the middle of the month, but I really wanted to kick this off now because after this week, it's actually going to be winter break for Tom and I. And as tempting as it's going to be to get into the holiday spirit and just rest and chill and play games and hang out, there's also a lot of stuff that I want to get done, and there's a lot of stuff I want to prepare for 2021. And none of that will get done if I don't actually take the time to plan out what I want to achieve. So here's how this is going to work. First, we're going to reflect, and then we're going to plan. And I'm going to give you 4 prompts for each section. And then as I'm reading the prompts to you, feel free to pause the video so that you can actually take your notebook and write down your answers to those prompts. And then when we're finished, I'm going to share some of my answers with you. And I hope that you'll share some of your answers with me in the comments. So let's get started. Let's start with our reflection. First, what are you grateful for? I think it's always important to begin a reflection with an attitude of gratitude. So write down a few things that you're grateful for. Next, what have you learned? A great way to solidify what you've learned is to acknowledge it. Acknowledge that there are significant lessons all around and you always have opportunities to grow. Then, what are you proud of? Take the time to celebrate your wins and your progress. And then, what was your impact? This could be professionally through your work or personally through your relationships. This is a great way to remember that you matter and you do make a difference. Now, on to planning. First, what is your intention? What is your intention for these last few weeks of 2020? What do you want to focus on? What do you want to tell yourself? Next, what are you looking forward to? I think it's important to always have something to be excited about, even if it's the seemingly ordinary. What do you get to do? Then, how will you improve? What do you intentionally want to work on when it comes to becoming a better you? Lastly, what are 3 things that you will get done? 3 goals, or 3 tasks, or 3 projects, however you want to look at them. These are non-negotiables that you will prioritize no matter what, because they're that important to you. All right, time to share some of my answers with you. First, what am I grateful for? When it comes to gratitude, one of the things that I've been really focusing on is remembering that I have everything I need to do what I want to do with my life and my work. It's really easy for me to focus on what I don't have or what I still need or what I'm missing or just the lack of things. But I know for a fact, like I have more than enough. Everything from physical gear and tools that I use to do everything to an amazing, awesomely supportive husband and business partner, to my strengths and my personality and my skill set, to even the things that I prefer to do, like my preferences or what excites me. Like a combination of all these things allows me to do what I want to do, and I just want to be aware of that. What have I learned? Man, where to start? If you haven't seen the video where I talk about what I've learned in this 31 videos in 30 days challenge, the Just Create More challenge, you can check that recap out here. But in addition to that, like something very simple happened yesterday that was a really great reminder in terms of how I feel like I'm becoming more open-minded and how I'm learning. And that's being able to turn this camera on and off, which sounds ridiculous, but I am using Tom's Canon 60 Mark II, and I've always been intimidated by the cameras that he uses and DSLRs and all of that. I have been a person who's used a point and shoot and just auto everything. But through this Just Create More challenge, I've had to, kind of get in the habit of using all of these different new and improved tools. And just the fact that I don't have to spend 10 to 20 seconds examining the entire camera just to turn it on means so much. Before, because I couldn't turn it on quickly or turn it off quickly, it was just like a constant reminder of how incapable I was, or I don't know if that's the right word, but it just made me feel like no confidence, right? Like there was definitely a lack of confidence there. So the fact that I am now upgrading a process and solidifying it and feeling confident about that really just is super motivating for me. Also, I have been learning Japanese for 60 days, and according to Duolingo, which is one of the main apps that I use, it says that I know about 250 words, which is really exciting to me. So it's been awesome to be able to focus on something that has like nothing to do with content creation. It's just a total personal goal, and I'm really excited about that. What am I proud of? Commitment, definitely. I think something that I've always struggled with, especially with having ADHD, is that I have a tendency to get really excited about things, start things, and then I don't end up finishing things. I haven't broken my exercise streak, so I stopped counting. I only count on the milestones now. I want to say I'm like at 110 days of consecutive exercise. Today is actually also my 60th day of practicing Japanese. And of course, I haven't broken the streak for this Just Create More challenge. So just the fact that I can set a goal to be consistent and actually remain that way, like I'm actually doing it, that alone, like regardless of what I'm learning or, you know, what the actual habit is that I'm trying to build, regardless of what that is, the fact that I'm staying consistent is like, that's just the proof that I needed for myself to know that I'm capable of setting a goal and achieving it. And I can't tell you how proud that makes me, because it just makes everything, it's like I'm constantly breaking barriers. These barriers that I've set mentally that I'm just not capable, or, you know, I have ADHD so I can't do that, or whatever it is, like I'm just smashing them, like bam, bam, bam. And then impact. One of the things that's really surprised me is the impact and the community that's built around the Couples Table live stream podcast that Tom and I have done. It's so interesting because it really was something that we didn't really initially put too much thought into, but it's been great because it is truly a thing that Tom and I are equally collaborative on. It's exciting to me, and it's exciting to me that other people are enjoying it, and I'm glad that it is making an impact, because honestly, like, we definitely didn't start it thinking like, oh yeah, everyone's gonna want to watch us because we're newlyweds or whatever. All right, on to the planning section. First, what is my intention? Now that I've kind of proven to myself what I am capable of, I want to be able to direct this energy by systematizing it and being able to direct it where I want it to go. Because before I didn't really, you know, set out like, oh, I'm going to do, you know, 100 days of exercise. I just kind of did it because I was scared that I would set a goal and then not hit it. That's why I didn't intentionally set it at the beginning. But now that I know I'm capable, like, what goals can I set for myself knowing that I will achieve them? So that's my intention, is like believing in myself and really leaning in and embracing that belief. What am I looking forward to? Oh man, so many things, which is great. I think that's exciting. Definitely the R&R with Tom. If you didn't see the video, I got Tom a scale model for his birthday, and like that's just been so much fun to work on, and it's like so therapeutic, and it's so great for Tom and I to work on this thing together, and we're like building it, and it's just so cute. So that's been fun. We also got an iFetch for the dogs, but they have no idea how to use it, so we need to train them on how to use it. But we're excited to get that going for them. And then of course, celebrating the holidays. So definitely a lot to look forward to in the next couple weeks. Next, 3 things that I want to get done. First thing being finish these books. This is Gym Quick Limitless. This is Delivering Happiness by Tony Hsieh, and this is Superfans by Pat Flynn. I started Superfans, but I didn't finish it because it's like full of ideas and I was not ready to implement. Now I'm like super ready and I'm excited for it. I'm already halfway through Limitless. I haven't started Delivering Happiness, so I'm excited to finish these. I also definitely need to do some winter cleaning, not just physically, like trying to purge the closet and all of that, but also digitally. I need to clean my memory cards. I have to go through my Final Cut Pro library. My desktop is a mess. My downloads folder is a mess. I definitely want to get all of this in order so that I am ready and just no clutter, no digital clutter, no physical clutter in the start of the new year. And the last thing I want to make sure to get done is to plan the next launch for my online course, 0 to YouTube Hero, which is going to be in the first quarter of 2021. And then lastly, how will I improve as a person? Well, I think because I've already kind of proven to myself what I'm capable of by holding all these commitments to myself, the next thing is to address a mindset block issue that I have definitely been struggling with since day one, and that's promoting what I offer as a business. I just know that I can do a better job of it because I can feel myself hesitating. I finished my evergreen funnel almost a month ago, and I have not told anyone directly about it. I've casually mentioned it in videos, but I haven't sent an email to my mailing list that subscribed to get these announcements. I haven't posted on Instagram or Facebook about it. Like, clearly there's an issue here. There's some kind of like, I don't know what it is, but I want to address it. So in the comments, share one of the answers from your reflecting process and then one of the answers from your planning process. I'd love to hear how this exercise also went for you. And with that said, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.